When strange occurrences started happening in the small town of Millfield, Indiana, the locals were quick to assume that they were dealing with something paranormal. Strange lights in the sky, unexplained noises, and objects moving on their own, it all seemed like the work of ghosts or other supernatural entities. But as the incidents grew more frequent and more bizarre, some people began to wonder if there was something else at work. Rumors started to spread about government experiments, secret military operations, and even extraterrestrial activity. One man who was particularly curious about the strange occurrences was a local farmer named Tom. He spent his days working in the fields, but his nights were spent observing the strange phenomena that had taken over the town. One night, as he was out in his fields, he saw something that made him question everything he thought he knew about the paranormal. A bright light appeared in the sky, and as he watched, a strange craft descended from the clouds. At first, Tom thought it might be a UFO, but as the craft got closer, he realized that it was like nothing he had ever seen before. It was sleek and metallic, with strange markings etched into its surface. As the craft landed, Tom watched in awe as strange beings emerged from within. They were tall and slender, with large, bulbous heads and huge, almond-shaped eyes. At first, Tom was terrified. He had always thought that aliens were just a myth, something from science fiction movies. But as the beings approached him, he could sense that they meant him no harm. As the aliens drew closer, Tom began to feel a sense of unease. Their telepathic communication became more insistent, and he could feel a dark energy emanating from them. Suddenly, the aliens revealed their true nature. They were not extraterrestrial beings, but demons from the depths of hell. They had come to Earth with a mission to spread chaos and destruction, and Tom was just one of many victims they had targeted. As Tom tried to run, the demons pursued him relentlessly. They seemed to be everywhere, surrounding him from all sides and closing in for the kill. Tom managed to escape the demons that night, but he knew he couldn't leave the people of Millfield to face the same fate. He raced to town, his heart pounding in his chest as he tried to warn everyone of the danger that was coming. Many people were skeptical of Tom's warnings at first, thinking that he had simply been spooked by some strange lights in the sky. But as the night went on, more and more strange occurrences started happening in the town. People reported seeing dark shadows moving in the corners of their eyes, objects levitating on their own, and strange whispers in their ears. It wasn't long before the entire town was in a state of panic. People were running through the streets, screaming and crying for help. Tom knew that he had to act fast if he wanted to save them. He remembered something his grandfather had once told him about dealing with evil spirits, that they could be repelled by certain symbols and incantations. With no other options left, Tom raced back to his farm, searching for anything he could use to ward off the demons. Tom raced back to the town, clutching the book tightly in his hand. He made his way to the town square, where he saw people huddled together, trembling with fear. Tom approached them and tried to calm them down, telling them that he had found a way to repel the demons. He showed them the book of incantations and explained how to use it to create a barrier against the demons. The people were hesitant at first, but as they saw the demons closing in on them, they knew they had to try something. Together, they recited the incantations, holding up crosses and other holy symbols to create a protective barrier around them. As they did so, the demons shrieked and howled, lashing out at the barrier with their claws and fangs. But no matter how hard they tried, they could not break through the barrier. The demons eventually gave up and disappeared into the night, leaving the people of Millfield shaken but safe. However, they had not gone without leaving their mark. Some people had been injured or even possessed by the demons, and the town had suffered significant damage. Tom and the other survivors knew that they couldn't simply ignore what had happened. They worked together to repair the damage and to help those who had been injured or affected by the demonic presence. In the weeks and months that followed, life in Millfield slowly returned to normal. However, the events of that night had left a lasting impact on the town and its people. Many people continued to speculate about what had really happened that night. Some believed that it had truly been demons from hell, while others thought it was some kind of government experiment gone wrong. Tom never forgot the terror he had felt that night, but he also knew that he had been able to help the people of Millfield when they needed it most. He continued to keep watch over the town, always ready to protect them from any future threats, whether they be paranormal or otherwise.